Hey there, true believers, and welcome to the penultimate place to get your Marvel news, fireside chats on all things Marvel, and our MCU reviews. This is episode 39 of the Marvel Mondays Initiative, and today's topic is Guardians of the Freaking Galaxy, Volume 2. If you're listening on your favorite podcast service, feel free to give us a good rating on that platform because that does indeed help us out, helps the algorithm, and helps us grow our audience. If you're watching on YouTube, consider dropping a like and sub. And don't forget to hit the bell to get notifications for all our shows like the Penultimate Game Show, the Cross Media Show, and Anime Nation. If you're watching on Twitch and have Amazon Prime, that means you have Prime Gaming, which means you have one free sub to give out, and we'd love it if you gave it to us. But if not, that is quite all right. We'll forgive you just this once. For those of you who don't know me, I am Christian Macias, your curator of cinema and host for the evening. Alongside me today, the friendly neighborhood co-host of all things Marvel and Destiny, especially in the next 2 weeks or so, Destiny. The newest dad in town, Eric Segan.
Hello, yeah, everyone. You may know I have test results that came in thanks to Ruben. So yeah, I had to check those out. It's all good.
I was gonna clip that out.
Doctor said blood looks good. So yay.
Yes,
I'm good.
That's awesome.
I'm good.
Nice.
You're right. It is a very 2 weeks. The next 2 weeks for me are about to be insane.
Mm-hmm. I'm already insane. And rounding out the war table, of course, our one and only director of operations, Ben Guerrero.
How's it going,
Ben.
Christian? Thank you. I appreciate you calling me by my true name. Christian, I'm also sorry that I tripped you up with the intro. I forgot to mention that it was new, Try something
It's
out.
the first time me reading it, and I knew it changed because I was on the show with Ryan last week.
Yeah.
And he got tripped up as well. So I was like, okay, don't mess up. And I still messed up.
It's okay. It happens. How you guys doing? It's been a while.
Good. Something looks different about you, Ruben.
Oh, yes. I am in the process, not in the process. I have moved. I am currently in the process of getting my room ready. So I got to go to IKEA this weekend and buy a bookshelf to get rid of all these boxes behind me. Just act like they're not there, What boxes?
The ones stacked behind you.
No, I don't see any boxes. I just see a white wall.
What kind of shelf are we talking? Are we talking the Calyx?
Oh,
what is the other one?
You want to see what it is?
The Lack.
Nah,
the Lack? Are you going to get the Lack?
Nah, I'm getting a Billy.
I know the Billy.
You're just saying
a Billy, but not the one. I'm getting the double. Yeah, go check that out.
I don't think I've seen the double.
Go check it out.
Oh, okay. No, yeah. The Billy is the nicer one. It's I think 90 or 100, but it's it's nice.
Yeah. Well, the double one is 180, but it's worth it. It looks pretty.
Yeah. Nice.
Looks pretty.
What color are you gonna get it in?
Black, of course.
Interesting. Okay. It's gonna look good.
It's white walls, so I gotta offset it with the black.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Folks, we've got some housekeeping for you. If you want to timestamp this, because I have no idea. I don't have no idea what time we're at. Otherwise, forget it.
That's okay. I got it.
If you're on YouTube, or you're checking out our YouTube page, you can check out my review of Sifu, which is live. You can go check that out. Yeah, not much to say. Cool game, very cool game. Some minor negatives about it, some minor stuff about the story, but otherwise the gameplay, fantastic. Check out Sifu. This past week, the old Titan gang got together to talk about episodes 78 and 79 of Attack on Titan, and that should be up on podcast services and YouTube soon. TBD.
Yeah, TBD.
We'll find out. Yeah. And as always, please feel free to leave your thoughts and questions on our SpeakPipe at speakpipe.com/penultimateconquest. Any other housekeeping I missed?
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
For now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought so. Easy does it. I for sure have missed some Marvel news, but I think I got some of the bigger ones slated for us to talk about. So we'll get into the Marvel news in just a second. If I miss anything, we can just put it slide it right after, Otherwise, for all you Oscars fans, Spider-Man: No Way Home and Shang-Chi earn Oscar nominations for Best VFX. Congratulations. Personally, I don't know if I would have put them in Best VFX. To be honest, I think the VFX is not the greatest. I would have put them in maybe adapted screenplay, particularly Spider-Man, because that adapted screenplay came from a storyline that was very much not liked by comic book fans, and people love No Way Home. So maybe put it in that category.
I don't appreciate this. We were pushing for Best Picture. At least Spider-Man No Way Home, Best Picture. And quite honestly, I'm a little appalled at the Academy, Christian. We're going to have to...
I mean, come on.
Listen, we're going to have to...
They put Belfast and Being the Ricardos in there. Like,
we're going to need to go down to the Academy and have a word with them, because this is unacceptable. All right? I got the okay from Kevin Feige. He said, just do what you got to do. Just make sure you don't mention my name. I was like, you got it.
But you mentioned him by name.
I mean, down there. He said...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
In LA proper.
Yeah.
Here's what we got, Ruben, here. We got a bunch of old white guys who don't know shit about anything telling us what the best movies of the year are. You're going to tell me that Spider-Man No Way Home isn't as good as Don't Look Up? Isn't as
It's
good
better
as these
than
other
Don't Look
movies?
It's definitely better than Don't Look Up.
Don't Look Up is really bad.
And that's saying a lot, because I love that.
Why we got
weekend.
these as Best Picture? Why do we got all this stuff right here? You know what? Peter Parker is laughing himself to the bank, Oscar voters, because he just passed $1.8 billion the other day.
What
I
number
don't
is
know
that?
who Peter Parker is.
About to pass Avatar domestically, which is wild.
Now, we say this, but Avatar has like $30 billion.
We're talking domestically, Ruben.
Okay, I wanted to double
We're not
check.
talking worldwide.
Okay, all right. What about worldwide?
It's not. It's 1.8, Ruben.
I understand that,
looked at
but
it
what I'm
was.
saying is what number
You've
is
ruined
it?
the wrestling promo I was going to have
I'm
with this,
sorry.
Ruben.
Go
Okay,
ahead,
the
go
flow
ahead.
is ruined now.
I apologize.
Because you had to interject.
Okay.
Either way,
Go ahead.
Avatar 2.8 billion global.
yes. So, release in China, maybe. So, here's the thing. This always happens, and I feel as though this is the problem with genre films. Like, they are always just pushed aside to this category. And it's difficult because you have the genre film awards, you have the Saturn, you have the Fangoria awards. Like, those are important, but those don't get like the attention, obviously, that the Oscars do. And I feel as though
Eric,
and
you're
this-
cutting out a little bit.
I am. Am I
I
cutting
think you're good now.
out?
I think you're good now. You're
Yeah,
back. You're
yeah.
back.
Okay, this is important because I saw a lot of stuff, especially with the Doctor Strange, and we're gonna get into it here. Obviously, film Twitter is the worst. Okay, I'm just gonna put that out there right now. And so people are talking about how this looks like the first movie where there's an actual director directing an MCU movie. And let me just stop you right there, person
Oh.
who's never gone outside and touched grass before. Because we're gonna
You can't go after the people that are like the tweets that are promoted. They're like, oh, tweets you might like. Because I saw that one come across my feed too, and I was like,
So
this
bad.
person's obviously it's obviously a trap. You
It's
can't
so
fall into
bad.
this.
So bad. Still, people feel like they should tweet these things, and it's insane. I just feel as though you're gonna tell Ryan Coogler, you're gonna tell James Gunn, Jon Favreau, Chloe Zhao, Academy Award-winning director Chloe Zhao, that they don't know how to direct. What the
Taika
hell?
Waititi.
Right? I did see a funny one where it was like Sam Raimi showing Kevin Feige how to put color in his movie, and it was like that thing of Drake pointing to the thing on the screen. They're like, oh, wait, yeah, I got it. Either way, I just feel bad because, like, genre movies, it's weird. Like, what would you rather have? Would you rather have all the money from the box office, or would you rather have all the accolades? And I guess it's difficult because people put just as much love into genre movies as they do like the Oscar-winning films. So I feel as though it just sucks. It sucks that I'm very passionate about these films, and the fact that they're always just like put in like the category, like, okay, we'll put it off to the side real quick. That's why it was a big deal, when Logan got nominated for adapted screenplay. Like, that was like the first time I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And like, obviously, Dark Knight, Heath Ledger winning for acting and stuff like that. It's just, it would have been fun. Like, obviously, this was the most loved movie of the past year. Like, No Way Home, nothing came even close. So it's weird. Like I said, it's got all the money. It's probably got more money than all of the Best Picture films combined. So it's a bummer. I hope it wins. It won't because it's gonna go to Dune. But I digress.
Listen,
What
don't
what
get
are we
me
talking
wrong.
about?
Visual effects.
Oh, VFX? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Dune was pretty good as part of our
Great VFX.
great conversation that me, Christian, and Ryan had. Dune was a very, very good movie. But
Yeah,
like,
according to us, it rocked.
I mean, yes, it did. It definitely did. But like, come on, let's be serious. Spider-Man: No Way Home should win Best Picture of 2021. That's all I'll say.
It's not even nominated. What are you?
Green Book's gonna come out from the top rafters and win Best Picture again this year.
That's all I'll
That's
say.
what's gonna happen.
I legit wouldn't have minded, like at all, having Spider-Man be nominated for Best Picture if like it meant that boring picks like Don't Look Up, Belfast, and like Being the Ricardos and stuff like were omitted because those are very boring, safe picks that the like older members of the Academy always choose, and like they're not very interesting. They're not doing anything I'd argue Spider-Man: No Way Home is probably like people would have liked that, you know. So
Andrew
Those are my
Garfield, I
two
hope you
cents.
win Oscar for Best Actor. You deserve it for Tick Tick Boom.
I have separate concerns with actors and actresses categories this year. It is a terrible year.
Drive
That
My
is it.
Car is coming to HBO Max next month. I'm excited to watch that.
Drive My Car. What is that?
It's a Eric. First of all, I don't think you'd like it. It is a
Okay.
3-hour. It's a 3-hour meditation on this playwright who's like processing grief. Fucking rocks. It's just vibes. Anyway,
We'll see.
Interesting.
moving on to our next topic of Marvel news, we got a new TV spot for Moon Knight. This premiered, I think, yesterday before the Super Bowl. if I
It was
remember
like
correctly.
during the pregame.
Okay, so that is technically before the Super Bowl, if you think
My
about it.
God, got me. Absolutely done me.
I didn't see the TV spot, but I caught like a GIF of like Moon Knight throwing or catching the I don't know, battering
They
thing
did
equivalent.
They didn't show much
The
new.
Moonanite ring.
All they showed was like there was a cool shot where he's like jumping at these people shooting at him, and his cape forms the crescent.
Yep.
That was really cool. And then catching the and they showed a tattoo on. I couldn't tell if it was on Ethan Hawke's arm. It was like the scales, probably of justice moving. But we did get our first shot. Mr. Knight is coming to this show, which I'm very excited about. Moon Knight in a nice suit.
That's true. I saw you tweeting about this as well earlier in the year, or in the week, not the year.
I mean, technically, you're not
Both
wrong.
are technically true.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
I did want to give a shout out to the Milwaukee Saints for winning the World Series Cup. I heard it was a very good game yesterday.
It was a good Super Bowl. It was a really good Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I'm glad. I'm glad. Some people on the Rams. Odell. I'm happy he won Super Bowl. Stuff like that. So. It was pretty much some of the other same footage we've seen from Moon Knight. The only thing new was just the crescent shot, and they put some new photos out of like him. What it looks like he's at a medieval or Renaissance fair or something. It looks like.
Yeah.
So.
I did want to shout out. Sorry, I know I'm regressing to the last topic, but I just saw that Kevin Smith called the Academy out on an episode of Fat Man Beyond for not including Spider-Man: No Way Home in the Best Picture category. Quote, "What the fuck? They got 10 slots. They can't give one to the they can't give one to the biggest fucking movie of the in the last 3 years. Apparently not, Kevin. Apparently not."
Yeah, populist vote is a moment of, like a topic of contention for
This is
sure.
one thing I
but
can agree on.
They did, however, include a fan vote this year. If you tweet out their hashtag, whatever movie gets the most votes at the end wins, and it will be on screen that they win the fan favorite film. So
I'm glad they got something like that, but that just feels so fucking cheap.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
it does.
Twitter had to say you were either way.
This is the Twitter award. That's it.
I want to win it. No, do I want to? No, I don't want to win the Twitter award.
You
Never mind.
don't,
Take that
you
back.
don't, you don't.
Yeah, I don't. Those were the appetizers. All right, this is the full meal. Eric's getting ready. We got a trailer drop at the beginning of the Super Bowl for Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Have you seen the trailer, everyone?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I've seen it like
yeah.
7 times.
Okay, well we'll start with Eric because he's the most excited.
It's wild. Oh my god! Like the first trailer, like at the end of No Way Home, you could tell that Raimi was like part of this. This trailer was like full blown Raimi right here. Like just the title cards, the shots, especially the one that goes like the shot that goes like into Wanda's eye
It's the best
was
shot of the movie. Or the trailer.
incredible. It looks like it kind of does that balance between. It kind of reminds me of Evil Dead 2. It's gonna do that balance of horror and kind of comedy really well, I think.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for that. Like Sam Raimi is so fucking good at what he does, and so it looks so good. And we got the Illuminati. Oh my god, we got Illuminati, and it's insane.
It's so insane.
When Twitter was talking about the Illuminati, I was like, what are we talking about here? I didn't know who the Illuminati were.
So
I mean,
yeah,
the comic book Illuminati until
Yeah.
after. Yeah.
The Marvel
I mean,
Illuminati.
yeah, it's so crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, this confirms that with we hear Professor X, which was insane. It's wild that. Patrick
How do we know
Stewart-
that's not, me talking
Wow.
I-
I was gonna say.
or Ben?
I was gonna say, how do we know it's not the other Professor X? You know, the one.
Patrick Stewart has one of those voices
Yeah,
when you
it's
hear
totally
him
him.
talk.
How
and
much of
so
a fake out would it be? How upset would you be if they just faked you out? Like,
It's
yeah.
wild and it's insane because like if this is what they're showing in trailers, what the fuck they got for us actually? Like they're okay like putting out a teaser for Illuminati, which means we're probably gonna get Reed Richards in this movie. We're gonna maybe get Namor in this movie.
Bro, we're
And
getting superior Iron Man in this movie.
probably gonna and like so there's that
Okay.
weird shot everyone's talking. I'll stop talking. I'm getting on a rant right now. Christian's gonna say something.
No, please. I want to know more.
So like we got like Superior Iron Man right here possibly with this penthouse and like these Ultron looking robots. And so like Tom King, the guy who helped create Superior Iron Man, went on a Twitter thing today where he talked about how I obviously don't know anything about it, but we made Superior Iron Man like whenever he gets mad, he glows orange and red. And so if like you look in some of the shots, there's like a headpiece right here where you can see hair and you can see a little bit of a mustache.
Tom Cruise.
Yeah, everyone's saying it could be Tom Cruise as Superior Iron Man, but then there's the other side where it's like this is probably a variant of Captain Marvel. It could be Monica, like a variant of Monica that's going after Wanda,
Okay.
or else why would she be going at her there? And then what I like here is that like this movie looks like you see the one shot of Wong in the beginning of this, like this looks unlike anything we've seen, like the cinematography wise. Like it looked way different. Like we've seen Wong in like Doctor Strange, both Avengers and Far From Home, and he looks way different in this movie. Like this seems
Oh, it's the hair.
I was just talking about like the filter and stuff like that. Like the filmmaking we have for this, like this is dire. Like this is definitely like when Mordo in the beginning, like the bill is coming due here with everything that's happening to Steven. And we get like Defender Strange, we have Zombie Strange there for a little bit. It looks wild. Obviously we got Westview shots. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I feel like I'm hijacking everything here.
No, it's fine, Eric. It's fine. Go ahead.
Is there something funny? Am I missing out?
No, I'm trying to fix the lights in the background.
Okay, so
Kind of
like we got oh yeah, I lost train of thought. And then online where Wanda's like you break all the rules and everyone thinks you're I do that and I'm the bad guy. Well, it's like also Wanda, you kind of took over a whole town against their will. Obviously, that's not the right thing to do here.
yeah, but like Steven also like messed with everybody's mind.
I get that. It's just I feel as though we're getting to the point where Wanda is probably going to be the bad guy in this movie.
Yeah.
Like, especially like if you look at it, he's talking to Wanda in the orchard, and he's wearing the same thing, where she has like the freaking hell version of that orchard. Like this movie is going to be wild, and like I said, if this is all they're showing. If this is what they're showing in the trailer, it's going to be insane. Especially like if you slow it down. I'm getting way ahead of myself. Like when Strange is trying to catch America Chavez, falling out of the sky, like you look dinosaurs. If you look high in the shot, it looks like they're going into an animated universe.
Oh.
And so it's insane. And like this is probably the best trailer that Marvel's put out in a long time, and it's the best poster too. Oh my god, this
That
poster is
poster is
incredible.
awesome.
Like
And
Marvel makes bad posters. Okay, like their posters are not great.
this was a
Like
Raimi poster.
I give shout out to Infinity War and Endgame because you had to put a lot on the screen, but like all Spider-Man posters are bad. All the MCU Spider-Man
The official
posters are bad.
posters, correct?
Yeah, like
Right.
the teaser posters are like the one where he's on the jacket laying back, or just like the Spider-Man mask with. But like the official posters are really. This is a fucking great poster, and we get this movie in 3 months, and it's just so freaking wild. I have no idea where we're gonna go, and that's incredible.
So I do want to point out that it's been confirmed, I guess, by New Rockstars. They did a deep dive into the poster, and they did say a couple characters are confirmed. I don't know if we want to talk about that now.
I mean, if we're just speculating, are we talking about like the Captain Carter?
Yeah,
And you can see Captain Carter's shield.
yeah, Captain Carter and probably the Vision / Ultron.
That'd be like the Vision, like, and also
In What If.
watch What If, everybody.
Yeah.
Like, What If is going to have major implications. I would just watch the Doctor Strange one, and the Ultron / the one where Ultron.
The last
so watch
two episodes, I think.
Yeah, watch
What if
episode
Ultron wins?
4, 8, and 9. You need to watch those episodes for this.
Wait, what is 9?
What if Ultron won? Like, it's
Okay,
like
what
a
is 8?
All right, so 8 is what if Ultron won. Then 9 is like them getting the Guardians of the Multiverse together to fight Ultron.
Oh, okay.
So watch 4, 8, and 9. I would say are the most important episodes to watch going into it. Like, you just need to know Captain Carter took the Super Soldier Serum. You don't really need to watch her episode. And then
4
there
was
was
good.
yeah. And then you need to like, apparently also in the poster you can kind of see maybe Deadpool is in it.
Fingers crossed.
There's like a little I forget what it was, but like in the background you can see kind of like 2 white eyes and face. But I'm so
and
excited.
also zombies were confirmed again in the poster.
Like, if you watch the TV spot of this movie, there's that one shot of Wanda with like the glowing red eye. I was like, this is fucking Evil Dead right here.
yeah,
Like, this looks really good. Whew.
I'm
I
excited.
love Sam Raimi.
I'm excited.
Nice.
I'm so excited. Like
I'm
if we
happy for you.
thought Spider-Man No Way Home was breaking the barriers of the multiverse, we were fucking wrong, you know?
What I'm excited is this a continuation of No Way Home? Like, did what he did, or if he does even crazier in this movie?
Yeah. I'm assuming so, that it is a continuation. Like it'll probably start off a couple weeks after. Just because like the multiverse is literally breaking. So it can't just be like 2 years later, you know?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts, Christian?
I have no thoughts.
You have no thoughts? Are you excited for this movie?
No, I'm excited for this movie. I thought it was a pretty great trailer. Visually, like Eric said, like Eric took like most of my notes like about like cinematography and visual stuff. So I don't like really reiterate those. But yeah, Sam Raimi's style really coming through in this trailer. Not so much the one after No Way Home.
Yeah.
Was like really refreshing. Like it's very cool. My favorite shot is the one Eric started with, which is the shot of the camera zooming into Wanda's eye. Like that is like incredible. All the spinning camera stuff I think is awesome. I think this movie's gonna be like visually so awesome to see. I figured out the formula for my maximum enjoyment of movie theater experiences for Marvel movies, which is to eat half edible, not go full. So it's gonna be awesome to do.
Definitely have one for this one.
Yeah, maybe I'll do the full. I don't know.
So-
But otherwise, huh?
I think the reason why the first trailer was so iffy, that was like the Marvel trailer, and then Sam was like, "All right, I need you guys to like let me. If you want me to do this, I gotta take over full reins." And
I don't know if Sam Raimi directed the trailer. I don't
know if
Marvel
he
let
directed it,
any
but like
directors direct their trailers.
I feel like Sam
see-
Raimi comes with
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, Ruben.
like he comes with a certain he's got already a problem with. Well,
They were showing off his style in this.
Yeah. The first one was a safe one, you know.
Yeah, similar to how, like, I don't know. Well, I won't bring it up, but I'll stick with Doctor Strange stuff. But yeah, after this trailer, just browsing through Twitter, scrolling. I decided to just mute everything Doctor Strange because I don't want to know. It was too much for me.
Yeah.
Like, the trailer had just dropped, and I already knew like 15 different possible cameos in it, and I'm like,
I'm sorry.
I don't want to know this. I want to wait for the what?
I said I'm sorry for mentioning the
No, I already saw that. Yeah,
Okay,
there's like
alright.
someone posted. I was like, this is great. I like it. I think it's so fun for people who are into this. But it's like, I gotta mute it. I have to.
Okay.
At some point, I have to draw a line somewhere for me.
Feel free to do that on the penultimate conquest.
No, I would never. Because it was fun to listen to Eric. So
No, I'm
like,
saying
ultimately I don't care. So
I'm saying on the Twitter page. Feel free to, like, if on the account, I guess, like, mute the words. No. Okay. All right.
no, it's okay.
All right.
It's okay. But I do think it's gonna be a really fun movie.
I'm
Are you
excited.
kidding me?
I'm so
Possibly way better than the first. And
Yeah.
I like the
I
first
mean,
one.
the first
And
one
I like
was,
the first one.
was okay. I think the ending definitely brought it down for me.
Dormammu.
Yeah. So I'm expecting this to, like, soar for me.
Can I just say too, the shot of Strange getting like shackled and then walking next to the Illuminati like robots, I don't know what they are, just looks cool. Like my interest was like peaked at that moment. I was like, okay, this goes beyond just chaos. Like something is happening with this like weird order. I'm so curious about this.
So I'll tell you what, I was actually supposed to be one of those robots, but so John was like, "Hey, listen, I got a small part for you in the next Doctor Strange movie," and I was like, "Listen, let's make
I'm
sure
moving.
What does John have to do with Doctor Strange?
Well, John is like, he's up there with, Kevin.
He's getting ready for a Fantastic Four right now.
Exactly,
My man.
he's up there with Kevin. He's like, all right,
Oh.
I've gained Kevin's confidence. Like I whatever. If I say something, he'll be like, all right, you got it. So I was like, let's just make sure we get Spider-Man No Way Home correct first, and then we'll talk about it. And then I came back to him a couple weeks later, and I was like, so what's this role that you wanted me for? And he's like, oh, I'm sorry, it's too late.
Christian, you just had a moan real quick. What's up?
Yeah, I will say, like, I talked all that smack about me muting words on Twitter, but like legit, the one thing just reading about who the Illuminati were, like, oh my god, like, maybe this is the way mutants are introduced, or the Fantastic Four. Like, that's
man,
just nice
it's
to think about, you know?
crazy.
Like,
It is insane.
Yeah.
It is insane. Although
this movie's gonna be insane.
I don't think the Fantastic Four will be, like, introduced in this way, if that makes sense. Like, we'll probably get...
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Reed Richards from
Yeah,
like, the old
yeah.
Fox movies, like,
Yeah.
he might be in it,
Yes. I'm so excited.
Oh my god, I'd be excited to get Griffin again as Richards.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
He was okay.
28th
Richards.
Marvel.
Those movies were bad for him.
Say that again?
I said he was good as Reed. It's just those movies are not that great.
Those movies are perfect, okay? For what they were. At the time. They were not bad
Well,
movies. At the
I
time.
like we had Batman Begins that year too, and like that. Oh my god! Don't even.
I totally forgot. We had Batman... No, we didn't have Batman Begins for the first
Yeah,
one.
it was 2005 for both of them.
6? Oh, 5,
No
yeah.
way.
I'm telling you, man.
I
You gotta
thought...
tell me, like, we have Batman Begins. Arguably, I'm looking at you, camera, the best Batman movie ever made so far. I will stand by that.
I agree with you. I think I
Holy
agree.
crap.
Something about Batman Begins, like, that ethos is, like, yeah.
Holy crap. I didn't even put two and two together, Wow. I guess you're right, Eric. I apologize, I will say that Fantastic Four 1 is definitely better than, the X-Men movies.
We need to get to Guardians, or else we're gonna be
Well.
hurt the ribbon.
The 28th Marvel movie is so far away. But you know what isn't? Our topic of the show with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, premiere date of May 5th, 2017. Cinco de Mayo. Amazing. A budget of $200 million, US dollars, that is. And a box office global of $863.6 $1.7 million. Made its money back fourfold. Directed by James Gunn and a screenplay by James Gunn, Dan Abnett, and Andy Lanning. Here we have on the doc here. I want to leave it up. I want to know initial thoughts, and I can go first just to get us started because I don't know, it's fresh in my mind, I suppose. Originally, I came out of this movie the first time I watched it, super infatuated in love with it. Like, this is like way better than Guardians 1 for me. And I was very nervous for me to rewatch it again. And I think for the most part, coming out of it, this is my second time ever watching it, there are a lot of stuff that I think this movie does a lot better than 1, and a lot of stuff it doesn't do as good. So ultimately, where it ranks, you'll have to wait until the end of the show. But otherwise, I think it's still a great movie. Funny and heartfelt.
Okay. Eric, do you want to go next?
Sure. I came out of this movie the first time, and I instantly knew like this was not as good as 1. There's a lot of problems in this movie, namely that they focus entirely on Peter Quill. Like the other Guardians are just mainly afterthoughts in this movie, and yeah, that's that. Peter Quill is the main focus of this. The other movie, last movie, was more like coming together. Now this one is, you know what? We got a lot more to talk about. Either way, I did rewatch this movie last year, still fresh in my brain. It's a much better movie than I gave it credit for. There is a lot of heart to this movie. There's a lot of good parts in this movie, but ultimately, Guardians 1 is still better.
Okay.
Ben.
I'm sorry, Eric, but you're like way off. This movie is definitely much better than Guardians 1. I feel like this is exactly how they should have started the franchise, I guess. Not the franchise, the Guardians franchise.
It's its own franchise.
Yeah. I feel like they should have focused more on Peter instead of bringing the gang together. Like, I get like it's a part of the movie's like whole thing, the Guardians of the Galaxy, but in the end, Peter is really one of the major characters of the Guardians. Like, without Peter, it basically falls apart because without Peter, there is no Guardians. You know, like without a Star-Lord, there is no Guardians. So I feel like they needed to focus on Peter, and I'm glad that they did at this movie. I think that the story is much better. That you got, again, you're focusing on Peter, which is what I wanted from the first movie. And plus, like, come on, you know who else is in this?
Michelle
Sylvester
Yeoh.
Stallone. Ooh, no, I take it back. Go Christian's answer.
Who? What did Christian say?
Who's in this movie, Ben?
I mean, come on, do I have to spell it out for you?
There's so many cool.
There's a lot of people in this movie.
I mean, yeah, but like the villain of this movie, you know?
Oh, Mantis. Gotcha.
Yeah, Kurt Russell. I love Kurt Russell. Very good actor.
What a weird pick for you to love. Of all the actors, Kurt Russell.
I mean, come on,
So
Kurt
you go-
Russell's a cool ass fucking guy, you know?
Oh, I'm not denying that.
Yeah. So,
I mean, Sylvester Stallone is in this movie, though.
I mean, yeah, but like, sure.
Miley Cyrus is also in this movie. Michael Rosenbaum is in
We
Shut
this
up.
movie.
Miley
Bing-
Cyrus is in this?
We don't
Bing
need that.
Rames is in this movie.
Hold on. No, we got to backtrack.
Wait,
Where is
Michael
Miley Cyrus?
Rosenbaum is in this movie?
Yes. See, Ruben, I'm already on another level over you right now. This is why you should listen to me and not you. So, Michael Rosenbaum is the part of the original Guardians. If you see the Ravengers at the end, he's the ice. He's the dude covered in the ice.
That's him?
Yeah, that's Michael Rosenbaum. And Miley
Miley
Cyrus
Cyrus is one of them, too.
is
The
the
robot.
robot with just no head. I mean, no body. She's just the head. Where she's like, I love you guys. That's Miley Cyrus.
That's awesome.
It's a real shame.
And then Michelle Yeoh.
Oh, hi, Michelle. So if you ever just want to, like, if you're in Portland or Baton Rouge anytime,
Why me
Like-
first? I appreciate it, though.
yeah, just go to Portland first. Like, I'm sure Christian would love to take you out sometime.
Just get a cup of coffee, just chat for a little while.
And if you just want to come kick me in the face sometimes, that's fine too. I'm okay with that.
Oh, imagine. Anyway.
I want to watch Shang-Chi real quick. I'll be right back.
He comes
Our
back after
last
3 minutes.
imagine. Oh well, I'm not gonna press to that further. Our last podcast we did for a movie was Spider-Man: No Way Home, and we actually did that one a little bit differently. We kind of had like a more general discussion, and we didn't go plot by plot. And I think that served like a way better podcast. So what I did, if you have the doc open, is kind of have very small discussion questions that we can probably go back to that I think kind of center around the whole movie.
Yeah.
And then underneath, I wrote all my notes as I watched it. That if we want to help guide us, we can point to specific moments because I think I have every single major moment. But otherwise, what I want to start with is here's a broad question. We already kind of answered it. No, actually, no. I'll go back a step. Some people on the internet go so far to say that Guardians 2 isn't even a good movie, which I think is too harsh on it, right? I think Eric, you're the lowest on this movie. Do you think Guardians 2 is a bad movie?
Not a bad movie in the slightest. It's a very good movie. Like, this movie has a lot of heart. It hits hard, especially like the big moment, the big reveal in it. Like, that is that. I remember hearing gasp in the movie theater when that happened. Like, very audible gasp.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I mean, we should want to talk about spoilers now. I mean, spoilers for a 5-year-old movie.
Go for it.
Spoilers.
I like when Kurt Russell, when Ego admitted, yeah, I put the tumor in your mom's brain. Just gasp, and then like it's wild that is what that brought Peter out of his celestial high trip, something like that. Like there is a lot of just, and especially we're gonna get more into it, but like Drax has a lot of great moments in this movie. But I feel as though it's just like, all right, we're there, so we're not at Peter all the time. Gamora is just, more argument with Nebula. Again, shocker. Rocket and Groot aren't even with the Groot most of the time. And so I feel as though what made Guardians 1 so strong is like they're all together in the same room and deal with these problems. Whereas this one, they're all over the place. And I feel as though when you get to the end, the ending is great. Like I like the ending when they're all together. Like when they're all struggling together, that's strong. It's just the problem when they're all spread out in certain parts. That's what I don't like because this group is a family, and when you separate that family, it's kind of weak. Visually stunning, but this is not a bad movie. So people who think it's a bad movie are crazy. Like this is a great movie.
Yeah,
it just falls for me in a lot of places.
It's interesting you say that. Because I agree with you to an extent. I think for the most part, there are failures of like separating group and like. Yes, the movie does focus like probably too much on Peter, because I think you're right. There are moments where like we get like a nice moment with Drax, which is a great moment that like when Mantis touches him and she feels his sadness when he's grieving for his daughter because he's thinking about his daughter. Like those moments are few and far between for like all the characters. They're not pushed enough. Like. Gamora having a moment with Nebula, which we probably assume like that's all she's really given. It doesn't happen until the end. The moment with Rocket, like he has a little bit of dynamic growth, but again, doesn't really happen until the end. Like there's very small stuff piecemeal throughout the movie, whereas the most of it is just like Peter. So I think I fall closer to you of like this movie does have like those kinds of structure issues, but I don't know.
When the Guardians are together. This is a fantastic movie, but they get separated too much. Yeah,
like that opening when they're all fighting to that alien and Baby Groot is just dancing around, they're all interacting, or the ending when they're all interacting. There's that one throwaway line where Peter asks Drax, do you have tape? Like, yeah, duct tape would work. Then why'd you ask? Because obviously he didn't have duct tape either. Just great stuff like that.
And the fact is, like, that was like kind of echoed, so it's not like clear audio. It's just like you hear it, like it's way back
in the back.
Yeah, good sound design in this movie. Very good.
Yeah. What about you, Ruben?
Listen, I guess we all know that people have different opinions, but like, is Guardians 2 a bad movie? No, of course not. This is insane. Like I said, it gives us a deeper meaning not a deeper meaning, a deeper dive into the character that is Peter Quill. So, you know, when he betrays us in the future, Infinity War, we bag on him, but like, again, we get it, you know, you've been through a lot of shit and shit happens. But like, I genuinely felt like more connected with the Guardians after this movie, if that makes sense. Like I said, the first one was great, but like it was just too much happening at the same time. This one definitely made me more like the Guardians more, and it made me excited for Guardians 3, which is, you know, probably coming out in the next couple years, or, you know, seeing them in Infinity War with the rest of the gang. So
I think a lot of people called it a bad movie, and I wrote it here in my notes because of the jokes. I wrote, the question was, what do we think of the jokes? Because a big topic of contention for Volume 2 is that the jokes are just bad. And I think the biggest contributor to that point is the taser face joke, which I used to think was hilarious on a second watch. I don't know if I liked it as much. Like, there are moments where it gets bad, but like, there's still incredible payoffs. In the end, when he's like, I only wish to for her to know who sent them, whatever, like the coordinates, taser face, and, you know, remember the priestess gang like laughs. Like, I don't know, it's funny.
Funny. I'm sorry, I just thought about Taserface. That's a great joke.
Dude, the jokes, I think, there are a lot more, I think, that fall flat in this one as compared to one, but the highs are high. There's this stupid one-off joke that, like, don't eat this, it's not ripe yet. That happens 3 times before we finally get the payoff of Nebula taking a bite into it and realizing that it wasn't ripe yet. That's fucking hilarious.
And
I think the jokes are good.
I also like the Drax one. He's like, I have sensitive nipples.
And that payoff happens at the end too, when they put the thing on him. He's like, my nipples, and he just flies away. That is hilarious.
I do remember. So for context, I forgot to watch this movie for this week.
You're busy.
Yeah, so I do remember liking the jokes more for this movie that I did in the first one. Like, the first one was okay, you know, like, that's funny, but like this, I was actually laughing, you know. So I don't know if the jokes were bad. I just probably have bad taste. It could be either or.
Yeah, I think for the most part they're funny. I think I would agree with you. I mean, even Eric was laughing at just stupid ass taser face. So
It's just Rocket's reaction. Taserface. You could have done anything.
Oh, he wakes up and looks in the mirror and chooses the name Taserface. Yeah. Actually, I skipped something here. So before we move on to our rest of the discussion, it's time to give you a little ad break. This episode is brought to you by Buzzsprout. Podcasting isn't hard when you have the right partners, which is why we've partnered up with Buzzsprout to help you succeed. Buzzsprout gets your show listed in every major podcast platform, so join over 100,000 podcasters already using Buzzsprout to get their message out to the world. You'll get a great-looking podcast website, audio players that you drop into other websites, detailed analytics to see how people are listening, tools to promote your episodes, and much, much more. Following the link in the description below lets Buzzsprout know that we sent you and gets you a $20 Amazon gift card if you sign up for a paid plan, and helps us support the show. Thank you, Buzzsprout. Oh, that was an epic thumbs up at the same time that I went up. That was great timing. Eric, I have here in my notes here, and this is going to be an interesting kind of question for us to think about. Because you say that Guardians 2 focuses too much on Peter. And you're probably right? For the most part, you're right. But I think what that does allow is for like a great sense of family drama. Like Peter really wrestling with the fact that like this man who like gave him like daddy issues because he thinks he abandoned him, right? And he essentially did, right? Seeing him come full circle with the actual father figures in his life, I think is like a great drama in this like comedy film.
I think you're right there, because like my problem isn't like the themes or anything. I think the stuff with Peter is excellent.
Oh, sure.
You know, like it talks about, you know, family versus family. What is family to you? And obviously for Peter, like it's the Guardians. The Guardians are there for him. Obviously his dad, bit of an asshole, major asshole. And so I like all the Peter stuff. Like, don't get me wrong. When I say there's too much Peter stuff, really, like I'm describing a porno really bad. Um,
The Peter thing.
so yeah, like it's excellent. The Star-Lord stuff is excellent. I just think they focus too much on it when this is the Guardians of the Galaxy movie. Make a Star-Lord movie or something like that. Like that's fine. But it like goes back to what Ruben is saying. Like Star-Lord is the glue that holds this team together. So obviously focus on him. I just wish they showed a little bit more of Drax because Drax, with these movies and obviously the video game and everything, Drax is becoming more and more beloved by me. So I think hopefully, Thor, Love and Thunder, and Guardians 3 give me more Drax. Like I know they've definitely Dave Batista has said like Drax storylines have been like cut so much. So yeah, they're great.
Yeah,
There's just too much Peter stuff.
Yeah, I was kind of just looking through the like guiding stuff I have, and I hit like every major scene, and I'm realizing that like it's a 2-hour movie, and not like a lot happens. Like a lot does happen, but a lot of it does seem to focus here on like whatever's happening with Peter. Like I think in terms of like pacing of like what's going on, it's a little weird. It doesn't feel as flowy as or as structured even as Guardians 1. So I think I would give it yeah. I think if it was tighter and more, I don't know, more easily identifiable of like what is happening with the core group and not just Peter, I think it would probably lead to. I would probably end up liking it a lot more. Spoilers, I guess. I'm like as I'm thinking about Guardians 2, I think I like Guardians 1 a bit more.
So like we talked about this before. And I especially like with Eternals, I think there's a lot of great stuff here. It's just really messy. Like all this, like when Rocket and Groot are fighting the Ravagers in the forest, that is awesome. I thought that was great. It was funny, especially like obviously James Gunn time to use. Like everything is really good when Groot is trying to get all the things. All right, we need this, and he brings a whole desk. I thought was hilarious. First off, or like when he brings somebody's toe. Like there's a lot of great parts in this. It just doesn't mesh very well together.
I will say I would die for Baby Groot when that face when we get a close up of his face and he looks sad. I would do anything. I have another question to ask you guys that I thought about that I didn't put in here because I forgot. So I remembered now. So off the cuff, here we go. You ready? Baby Groot or Baby Yoda?
Grogu.
Grogu all the way.
Just straight up Grogu, huh?
Grogu.
Yeah.
Like, because like
yeah, I agree.
For me, I would get really tired of hearing "I am Groot" like every 5 seconds.
Yeah, dude, Grogu just going.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
just him like
Warms
using
my
the
heart, man.
force with his hands.
just walking around.
it was
Yeah,
perfect for this
spoilers, man.
movie, though. Like, it was perfect for this movie. Like, I think if we had more than one movie of Baby Groot, it would have got very tiring.
Yeah.
So I think the one movie would be like, especially when he's dancing around, he waves at Gamora. Groot, get out of the way! Hi. It's so good.
Yeah, I think for me it's all the small stuff in this movie that like together makes it really great. Like I will say there's that one my favorite scene in the movie. It's just the one shot of Eric already mentioned it of Kurt Russell Ego saying oh it killed me to put the tumor in her brain, and then that dolly zoom of it us focusing on Star-Lord's like eyes and his like eyes changing back to like human form. I think is probably the best shot in the movie, but second place I think would be like the arrow scene aboard the Ravager ship. The visual effects in this movie are still insane. Like they hold up so well. This movie looks fantastic. The set design on Ego's ship, incredible. Sexy even. The 700 jumps when they're all jumping just to get
so good.
Peter fastest, hilarious. Groot vomiting, need more of that. Yeah. Any other
That's
favorite
song
moments?
Song choice there, especially with the arrow scene on the Ravagers, like they come a little bit closer. Oh, so good.
Yeah. If James Gunn knows how to do anything, it's just style. Almost giving not close, not giving Edgar Wright a run for his money, but like very similar in my mind. Like just set pieces set to like cool music.
It's got Edgar Wright without the cuts. You give you
Without the what?
Without the cuts. You know Edgar Wright with the cuts and
Yes.
everything. If you watch
Yes.
yeah.
The editing, yeah, for sure, for
Mm.
sure. I will say
What's
this
up?
one.
You got a smile. You got a big smile on your face.
Because
right
I
now. What's up?
heard what Christian heard too.
No,
do you
what
think
did I
said?
hear?
Right, because I heard it cut out when you said cuts, so we just heard you.
You think I said
Yeah.
cocks?
No, I think you said
No.
cocks.
With a lot of cocks in this movie.
I also heard Cox.
Yeah.
I-
It happens.
Burning Inferno, Guardians 3. There it is. A lot of cocks.
Oh man. I had something else I want to say, but now the dick on my mind, I suppose. This one to me felt more James Gunny, I guess, than the first one. Mostly through like the style. Like Gunn really found like his voice. Like for me, there's like a lot of moments that it's not necessarily fourth wall breaking, but it is like breaking the rules of like the movie. Like all the high. What is the High Priestess like organization called?
The
All the
Sovereign.
gold people. The Sovereign. Like when they die in their little droid ships, like the arcade machine noises play. When stuff is stuff is like bouncing around, you hear like the pinball effect. Obviously, Pac-Man makes an appearance, and there's like the waka waka noise. Like
So good.
those moments are like I feel like Gunn really just having fun with the movie, and it maybe I don't know. It could be for some, it might not be for others.
And that tells such great storytelling right there. Obviously, Pac-Man 80s, very infused with Peter's DNA.
Yeah.
Right there. The Sovereign, the fact that they don't even get in their own ships, they think they're much better than that. They're not going to do all the fighting. They're just going to do it from the comfort of their own, like the Citadel and stuff. And that tells you all you need to know. Like you don't need to have all these conversations with all of them to know what kind of people they are. You just need to have that one scene that tells you everything right there.
Yep.
Or the scene when they're on the ice planet and like they're trying to put the red carpet out and it's just not working.
The blue carpet
Oh, it was a blue carpet?
is blue.
I thought that was really funny.
Yeah. It's just if you like look in the background, there's like it's not miles, but like it goes into like you can't see anymore. Like how long is this carpet just for this one entrance? That's funny. What are some other moments here? I want to talk about Yondu a little bit
I was
because
just about to say that.
yeah, because Yondu is introduced again on Contractia. That's the ice planet, along with Stallone. Howard the Duck makes an appearance. And we get that line that Stallone says as he's walking away that Yondu is basically being shunned by the Ravagers, like he's not part of the Ravagers anymore because he was delivering children. And you think that Yondu was like part of this like slave trade essentially, right? You think obviously Yondu as a Ravager had a messed up past. His redemption in this movie is like probably one of the best in the MCU. It is
Absolutely.
incredible. I feel so much for Yondu by the end of this movie.
Yeah, same here. Same here. Oh my god. That end scene when oh god. I think I surprised myself when I started crying. When he just,
That's fair.
yeah, like I was like, why am I crying? Like I don't even like these characters that much, but like the movie made me obviously care more. So I very well done, James Gunn. And obviously, Michael, I forgot his last name. Rourke?
Mickey Rourke. No, that's not. That's someone else.
That
That's
is
someone else.
Michael Rooker.
Michael Rooker. There you go.
Rooker? Yeah.
Well done. Well done.
You're gonna make
I
a
don't
little
know.
counter on this show going forward.
Maybe I have daddy issues, I guess, but like, just there's like the small flashbacks of like, I don't use my head to control the arrow. I use my hut, and then like it, cuts. Obviously, gonna say hard. Star-Lord has flashbacks of him growing up with Yondu and realizing like this was essentially his father, this blue alien.
Yeah.
And then of course Yondu has that great line: "He may have been your father, but he wasn't your daddy," and that just hits because Peter then has to watch him die in space like seconds later. It is tragic.
Super tragic.
Yeah. Any other favorite moments?
And I haven't seen this movie obviously since Ruby has been born, but I think it's really gonna hurt when we watch Yondu's funeral. because that is exceptionally moving.
Great
Because
scene.
like the Ravagers came back, and then Craig, I think not Craig, Kraglin, that's his name.
Mhm.
He's super excited because everyone came out to see Yondu's funeral. And then there's that nice touching moment with Groot and Star Lord and Peter with the Zune. Like, we found this thing called the Zune. It can hold 300 songs.
Amazing.
300 songs.
Shout out to the
Um,
Zune. You know,
So
I love that. I fucking love Zune.
it was such a great joke too, because obviously, Zune, no one thinks about Zune. But like here's Peter
I
getting
do.
so excited about
I
his
do.
Zune.
I do.
In the grand scheme of things,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can't go
yes.
down to the store and buy a Zune anymore, Ruben. And just the song that's played there, Father and
Cat
Son.
Stevens.
That is a great song. If you just look up, like, if Father and Son anywhere, music, look up Guardians 2. If you're on Spotify, look it up, Guardians soundtrack. I typically listen to the Guardians soundtrack at least twice a month, the whole thing.
I will say, as like an amalgamous thing, as a mixtape, Guardians 1 is probably like my favorite, but Guardians 2, like the switch to like more intimate tracks, I thought worked so well for like obviously the themes of the movie, which is about like family and fatherhood, like especially that funeral song, Father and Son, Cat Stevens, great moment,
It's
epic
so
song choice.
good. Mhm.
I forgot to bring up Mantis too. Someone brought her up earlier. Someone spelled Mantis. I love Mantis in this movie. I think
So good.
she's so funny.
I
And she
definitely.
continues to be funny in like all the other movies.
Yeah. I know this is definitely not the show to talk about this, but Guardians of the Galaxy, the video game, I had a problem with Mantis just because I was used to this Mantis, like the Guardians of the Galaxy video game Mantis just like would not shut up. Like she just had too much dialogue, like enough, but like this Mantis was just perfect.
I think that's the problem. Like, we're so infused with these characters right here in the movies that when we see a different version of them, like, whoa, 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 wait a minute.
Yeah. This is
So
going.
also, Ruben, you can talk Marvel on the show now because we're Marvel on the show. Woo! We have our.
I heard none of
fireside
that.
chats.
I heard none of that at
I
all.
heard none of that.
Okay, so I was like, Ruben, you can talk about video games on here because we talk about everything Marvel
This is true.
on this
This
show.
is true. This is true.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I love Mantis, especially. I mean, obviously, the Drax stuff is where she has most of the stuff in this movie, and it's so good, so good.
I am certainly grateful to be ugly.
And then I just love the like you have sexual feelings for her.
Yes.
You must be so embarrassed.
One of the things I just remembered had me fucking busting up on the couch yesterday. At the end, like the climax, the Act 3, Mantis is putting Ego to sleep, and she's holding like this like vein that's going through this rock. And as things are crumbling, like this piece of rock comes and like knocks her out, and Drax goes, "Mantis, look out!" Like after she's already down, dude. I don't know why that got me so much. Like it's just I forget about it, and it's awesome. Great stuff in this movie, eh?
Definitely.
I like this movie.
It's a good
Lots
movie.
of not a perfect movie. Lots of maybe not like so much, but other stuff, lots of love. You know
What's
what I
the
mean?
phrase? Not better than the sum of its parts. Is that the correct phrase here?
That sounds right. It's not better than the sum of its parts.
Yeah,
That sounds
so-
wrong,
Yeah,
but it sounds right for this.
yeah.
What we're saying.
Like they're like
Exactly.
overall as a whole, I don't like it as much, but like individually, there's so much good in this movie.
Yeah.
The whole is greater than the sum of its parts is the quote.
Yes. In this part, it's not the case.
I also love it when Kurt Russell and Chris Pratt, I need to stop using their acronyms, play have a catch.
I know.
He's like, he wanted to have a catch with his dad, and he got to have it. It's like, throw the ball. Ah. I thought that was great.
Or when he. Oh, is that weird? By the way, like, because obviously with Eternals now, we know how the Celestials are actually made. Obviously, Kurt Russell has a different origins in this movie. He just it just exists. He's just a brain in space, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, how do we feel about that version of Celestials being born? I don't know.
I mean, oh, sorry, Ruben, I cut you off. Go ahead, please.
Well, I didn't start talking. Go ahead.
Like, I mean, it's different. I like that it's different. Maybe this is how Celestials are made in the not super official or Celestial way. Maybe Kurt Russell just went from port to port, wanted to make new people rather than, you know, oh my God, I've already forgotten his name. And Arishem had like, there's a certain way we do these things. And then Kurt Russell's like, hey, what's up, baby girl? How you doing?
I also think that Kurt Russell's ego character is like a byproduct of an Eternal that like shouldn't have done what he was doing. You know, like the reason why he is how he is because he's a byproduct of that, maybe. Instead of the giant, you know, looking Eternal that we know from
Celestial.
Sorry, Celestial from Eternals.
I will say, Drax asking Ego if he has a penis was pretty funny.
Like, it's the 6-inch man. What? Yeah, the man 6 inches out there.
Oh yeah! Fuck! Some of the jokes in here are really good. I'm just thinking of. Okay, you first.
I love at the very beginning. It's like he went inside to try to stab it. Isn't it going to be the same thing as when you try to stab it from the outside? Thickness. It's so good.
For me, when they're on Ego's ship, and Drax and Star-Lord go up to Mantis, and they have a bet, and Drax is like, yeah, you know, if your antennas are used to, if a doorway is too short, you know, your antennas let you know that you have to duck. Star-Lord's like, yeah, and if it's for anything else, I win.
So
cool stuff. Cool stuff.
I'm glad I came around to this movie because there's a great movie. This is a great movie. Yeah. I wish it was just a little better.
Lot to be desired in it. The rocket stuff. He's not in it very much.
So many good jokes I'm thinking about, especially we got spoiled in the trailer. Don't push this button.
Oh. Yeah, that part is great.
Very good.
Yeah. The last thing we kind of have to touch upon is like the amount of post-credit scenes. Obviously, Yondu not coming back. He is officially dead. Great thing for James Gunn to do. Just be like, no, his death is permanent. It means something. What is Sean Gunn's name?
Kraglin.
Kraglin now has the mohawk that lets him control the arrow. He's practicing. That's Drax, by the way. Groot is a teenager. We got that post-credit scene. Obviously, Nebula is on her way she wants to kill Thanos. The other Ravagers have gotten together now again, which is, I don't know if they'll make a comeback in the future. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. But the biggest, I think, post-credit scene is that the Golden Group. The Golden Group.
Sovereign.
The Sovereign creating Adam Warlock, which we now have casting for.
Yeah.
And which we will see in Guardians 3. It's finally happening.
So, a question for you guys. So, obviously, in the future of the MCU, we get Endgame, and we see that Thor is now a part of the Guardians, traveling with them, and he renames them as the Asgardians of the Galaxy. Did we want Guardians of the Galaxy 3 to just have the tape in front of Guardians with the AS? So it says Asgardians? No?
No, because I don't think Chris Hemsworth is in Guardians 3, right?
I think he might be, no?
I don't think he is.
The Guardians are in Love and Thunder. I don't think the.
Oh, okay.
Thor,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Then never mind. I feel like a fool.
That'd be a cool design, though. I see what you're saying. I think that would be really cool on a poster.
Because that's how they did it
like
with
mixtape
Volume 2.
writing.
Yeah. So just slap on some tape.
shout out to have the titles to be like thematically important, like Guardians of the Galaxy, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2,
Yeah.
Volume 3. Like that was really cool choice right
Yeah.
there.
Hopefully the I guess now we already know what posters look like, but would have been cool if it was like an iPod, like a Zune.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You know,
it would be.
posted that way.
Yeah, it would be.
All right, Ben, we're gonna pass it off to you. If you remember the cameo, by the way, I can
I've
catch up to speed.
I remember the cameo. I think it was. Well, hold on. Let me. It's time to. Oh, Jesus Christ!
I can tell you what it is right now if you don't
Wait,
remember.
hold on. Give me a second.
Oh, I see. What happened here?
I don't know.
I can
There
control
we go.
F tab.
There we go. It's time to rank the Stan Lee cameos. It's on the screen, guys. I'm just gonna start from number 5. Okay, I'm not gonna do the whole rigmarole. Number 5, we have. Hold on. Where is it? Number 5, we have the FedEx delivery guy asking for Tony Stank in Civil War. Number 4, we have. Every time, guys, every time. Superheroes in New York, give me a break. The old man playing chess in the park in the news segment in Avengers. Number 3, we have the pickup truck guy trying to lift the hammer, looking back and asking, did I get it? In Thor. Spider-Man Homecoming was, somebody deleted it.
Don't
It was ooh.
don't make me come over there, you punk.
Yeah, that's what it was. Don't make me come over there, you punk. And it was, him screaming from the building
apartment,
because
yeah.
because Spider-Man. He thought Spider-Man was trying to rob somebody.
That's his car.
Yeah. And of course, number 1, we have World War II vet that gets super hammered at the Avengers party and says Excelsior in Avengers Age of Ultron. So, this cameo is definitely, if I remember correctly, he is part of the Watchers. Right?
He's talking to the Watchers about all his cameos.
Yeah. Which, could have been better. I think it could have been better.
Okay.
So I'm gonna.
I like.
You liked it?
I don't know. It's cool to think about, especially at that time, thinking like, oh my god, like this makes sense if Stan Lee, all his cameos, like,
Yeah.
are part of like canon basically because he's a watcher. I thought it was like really cool to think about. I don't know if that's actually the case. I don't think that's true. But
I just looked it up, and James Gunn reveals his inspiration for Stan Lee's cameo in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. He's like, I just stole it from. I stole the idea from fan theories on Twitter, which I thought were hilarious.
yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
Eric,
I
what about you?
think it's a great cameo because one, we get the Watchers, like that was a big deal. Like,
Yeah.
when I saw the Watchers for the first time, I'm like, oh shit! And then I like the fact at the end they get so tired of listening to Stanley talk that they walk away. Like these are people who have absolute knowledge of everything.
Oh!
They're like, oh my god, I gotta stop. I can't, I gotta leave.
I think looking at our list, based off like the fact, I don't know, it's got to be worthy of top 10. The fact
Yeah.
that like the Watchers are involved,
I would
and
say
it just catches you so off guard.
definitely top 9. Like it's definitely better than Iron Man. Him as Hugh Hefner.
Yeah, better than Hugh Hefner.
And
Yeah, you're probably right.
It
Yeah.
might be better than the bartender in Luis's story for Ant-Man.
It is. He doesn't
Uh,
have any actual speaking lines in that movie.
definitely not better than the White House Medal of Honor commentator who says, "I thought I'd be taller." So I'm gonna say that it's the new number 8.
Okay.
Okay.
Eric?
I got number 5.
The new number 5. Wow.
You like it more than the FedEx delivery. Which I also agree with. I don't think Tony Stink is that funny to me. I think it's great in that moment, but like,
Yeah. Okay. No, you're right. Okay, so I'm gonna change my answer. I'm gonna go with number 5.
I don't know.
I'm gonna change it and go with number 5. Just
Okay.
'cause you're probably right. It is better.
Hey, there are no betters here. It's all subjective.
Yeah, but like now I think about it, like Tony Stank. Come on, be better.
Yes, this is Tony Stank.
Don Cheadle laughing his ass off is what makes that
Oh, got it.
so good. Okay, so we have it as the new number 5.
Don Cheadle. Love that man. Yeah, number 5.
Okay. Don Cheadle.
Don Cheadle is our new number 5.
Okay. Guardians. I mean, you guys can keep going.
Sorry, I know I was also writing.
Okay. I'm just gonna put Guardians too. Okay. So here we have it. I'm gonna start off with 10 this time, just because I need to take as much time as I need. Okay. Our new number 10 is. Damn it! I don't want this to work. Our new number 10 is. Is it still that? No. Did you write it in there?
I wrote it on the doc.
Okay. Yeah. Obviously. The new number 10 is still Iron Man, Hugh Hefner? Oh, yeah, that was number 9. Okay. Sorry. Our new number 10 is Stan Lee as Hugh Hefner in Iron Man 1. Our number 9 is the bartender in Louisa's Story in Ant-Man. Number 8 is the White House Medal of Honor commentator who says, "I thought he'd be taller" in Captain America, the First Avenger. Number 7 is the Smithsonian security guard who is going to lose his job because Cap stole his uniform back. Oh my God, I love myself, you know? God, so good. Number 6 is the FedEx delivery guy asking for Tony Stank. Number 5, Guardians of the Galaxy 2 with the Watcher on a planet. Come on, Christian, you couldn't have thought something better.
I don't know, man.
That's okay. That's all right. That's all right.
I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's okay. It's all right. Number 4, superheroes in New York. Give me a break. Old man playing chess in the park in the new segment for Avengers. Number 3 is the pickup truck guy trying to lift a hammer, looking back, asking if did he get it. In Thor. Number 2 is the Spider-Man Homecoming one, and number 1 is World War II vet that gets super hammered at the Avengers party and says Excelsior for Avengers Age of Ultron. Wow. Try saying that 3 times fast.
I won't.
You will?
I won't.
Oh, okay. Good.
So is he a watcher or is he an astronaut?
The world
I
may
think he's
never
an
know.
astronaut. I think he's an astronaut. I think he's just maybe was there for the Watchers to do some rendezvous, possibly.
Interesting. Okay.
Either way. All right. So now it's time to rank those villains because, as we say every week, what are good are heroes without villains? And I see that someone has updated this list with a new number 1. I don't know who that would be, but whoever
That was
made
me
this,
during the last show.
whoever made this, it's not nice.
Okay, I'm glad it wasn't me. Oh my God.
That was me during the last show and no one noticed. I forgot
You're
about
a
it.
monster.
Did not see that. Just gonna get rid of that real
You're
quick.
a
That's no one,
monster.
no one needs to know.
Should everyone know what I wrote?
Yes,
No.
they should. Yes, they
Oh,
should.
so-
What did you put, Christian?
Ugh.
No, our new number 1 villain was Gwen Spine. You haven't even seen the movie.
Wrong.
I did see that part.
Did you? Wait, have you not seen Amazing Spider-Man 2 yet?
No,
Or
I
any of them?
haven't. I haven't. No, listen. I saw that part. I just haven't
That
seen
time-
the rest of the movie.
We talked about this in December.
I haven't
It's been
had
2
time. I've
months?
been moving
Since
over a month?
December 20th?
for over a month. Yes, I have. Yes. Plus, I didn't get the DVD until like a couple weeks ago.
DVD. What is
DVD.
this?
Blu-ray. You know what I mean?
Everyone at that guy Tuesday on Twitter and tell him what a boomer he is for still getting DVDs.
It's a Blu-ray.
I'm kidding. Don't at that guy Tuesday other than encouragement and love.
No, I'll take the heat.
He'll take the shit.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to go through our villains right here. We're just going to do, as we said, we're going to do 5. First 5. Number 5, Mysterio from Spider-Man Far From Home. Number 4, Norman Osborn himself, Green Goblin from No Way Home. Man, that was a fun one. We're trying to see where we're going to put Norman.
You're a monster.
I'm not a monster. You know who is a monster, though? Number 3, Winwu from Shang-Chi. God, Winwu's so great. Number 2, Zemo from Civil War. And number 1, the Vulture from Spider-Man Homecoming, which I'm still surprised that we put Vulture at number 1. That's wild.
Yeah, it's wild.
It's so good. I think it's a great pick. So where do we put Ego, the living planet? So I will give you guys time to think. For me, I would have Ego, probably the new number. So what I have here is like, what is better? What do I view as the Star-Lord father figure turns asshole, or do I like the Bucky friendship with Steve? Because that's where I'm looking at right here.
I am gonna say, can I interject here?
Wait, the friendship with Steve? What do you mean?
No, I'm saying like what do I think is a more personal, what hurts more? The fact that Steve is having to hunt down his best friend and fight him, or is the fact that
Peter has to fight his father.
So you're eyeing a new number 6.
I'm eyeing a new number 6. Yes,
I am eyeing number 7. Like, it's definitely better than Loki, but from Avengers, but I don't know if it's better than Winter Soldier.
Because I think all the telling a great villain here, because he had his own purpose here, and he didn't he saw obviously humans as lesser, really, and that's so tied with Peter, especially just like, how do you just do that to Peter's mom? How do you do that? Yeah. That's awful. You know what? Changing it. I'm going new number 6, right below Mysterio. Christian, number 6 for me. You go.
There's nothing I can do. I'm low. I'm way lower than all you guys. Both you guys.
What do you have?
I think Ego is like I just don't care for him. Like, there's like that great moment, that realization, but everything else, like, I don't care for his
What's your number?
Desire for what? What is it? What is it called? I wrote it down.
It was his great plan or something.
His plan is this expansion or whatever it was called.
Great, yeah.
Is this kind of boring to me? Like, I don't really get why he's doing it. Just because. That's his purpose. That's what he decided was his meaning. I guess.
It's interesting because that's exactly what Arishem wants to do. He wants to basically. You can't put it below Arishem.
No, I'd probably put it above. My first instinct was above Taskmaster, below Loki, a new number 9. But when I thought about it, I was like, no, well, the twist of Taskmaster is a lot more like harrowing, and Dreykov is like a lot more harrowing than anything Ego does for me personally. Then it's like probably under Ultron.
So where do you have it?
I would put it as a new number 12.
Okay.
But if you guys think it's better than him, for sure.
Oh no, I think Christian made an excellent point.
He did. He really did.
He made an excellent point, because obviously Ego's thing was that he didn't want to be alone. He was tired of being lonely. So that's why he did all this thing right here. And honestly, he does have the one great the one great villain moment when he reveals that he killed Peter's mom. But other than that, fantastic. he's just like, yeah, I just want to do this. Yeah. Very selfish reason. All right, Christian swayed me.
I do want to interject. I think it hurts more that the backstabbing, I guess, not the backstabbing, but like his actions.
It does feel that way though.
His actions hurt more just because it's a weird thing for me to say, but we didn't expect it. Like, why would you wanted not an heir, but I'm gonna just use that as the word. You wanted an heir, but the only way for you to actually really get it is to basically give his mom cancer and have him get abducted by by the Ravagers, and basically you set out this path for Peter to have, and the only reason why you did it is because you didn't want to be lonely,
No, that's not even the reason why. It's because he can't do it by himself. He needs at least 2 people.
I mean, yeah, but that also fits in with the loneliness thing,
No, that's revealed that's not really the point. Like, the point was that he wasn't able to do it as a lone Celestial. He needs at least 2 in order to have everyone everyone become Ego.
Imagine I just said what Christian did. How about that one?
The L in the background?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
Hold on.
I thought Ruben's background was my background, and I freaked myself the fuck out.
I think Christian made a solid point right there. I think it's one of those things where obviously this one moment puts him above all the mid to lower tier villains, but it's not as good. Yeah, I think about it, not as good as Loki. Loki Elrosa. Yep.
What?
Oh,
How
he's
did
still
he?
me.
Loki's a great villain.
Loki's a
Where'd
great
you-
villain, but again,
What
we
did you put him at, Christian? What did you put?
he said
Ego
above
at?
Ultron.
Highest is number 9. Lowest I'd probably put it below Ultron. So anywhere in there is
No,
where I'd
below
put it.
Ultron or above?
What do you think?
The Ultron.
I'm
had
still
all those-
thinking that he's the new number 7. I think he's definitely
Okay.
better
Oh,
than
got it.
Loki in both movies.
Oh no. Oh, that I was stupid for thinking he was better than Loki. I don't know what I was saying.
Listen,
I
we
would put
got to get over the fact that you guys are romanticizing Loki. Okay?
no.
Dude, it is tragic. He is a tragic
It
villain.
is,
I like to
but it
spit.
doesn't get tragic up until Thor 3. I forgot the.
His whole existence
Ragnarok.
is tragic, bro.
It is, but like it doesn't get.
Think of the cool moment, the harrowing moment where he tells and goes to Earth and tells Thor, "Father died. It's your fault." And he's got Thor thinking he did all this. Oh
I
my
get
God.
it.
I hold on.
get it.
I can answer this question with just 2 quick questions. All right. Is Loki mid?
What do you mean?
Is Loki mid? Answer. Is Loki mid?
I don't understand the question.
Do you not know what mid means? Is he
No.
mid?
You remember, you're talking to a 26-year-old man who's
First off,
actually 52.
28, and I'm actually
28.
86. Thank you very much.
Do you not know what mid means?
I don't.
I can't believe I thought Ego was better than Loki. I'm stupid. I'm dumb.
Because
All right,
Ego's
I-
mid. Loki's not mid.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
All right. So where are we putting him? Above Ultron? Below Ultron?
Anyway,
Above Erisham.
Okay. So
anywhere
he's
below
the-
Loki for me.
He's the new number 12.
You know what? I can do that. I can do that.
You can do that. That's
Ru-
exactly what
Ruben
you...
not even fighting for hire. He's like, okay, sure.
I did. And this is
That's
what
right.
I got. Okay. So
That's right.
like it is.
Hey, you know
it
what? I had
is.
to. Yeah, you know what? Yeah.
All
I'm good
right.
with
That was a fun one. That was a fun one to rank.
It's
I'm not gonna be good.
unbelievable. You
All right, so
gotta
everyone-
stop. We gotta
All
stop.
right, everyone. All right, new number 12, Ego, the Living Planet. So yeah, there we go. That was a good one. Man, I had a lapse in judgment there. Thank you, Christian, for bringing me back to the light.
I can't believe you're gonna put it above Loki. Anyway,
Hold
it's
on.
time to rank.
Wait,
Okay.
hold on. We just did what? Villains?
Villains, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I thought Eric was going to go down the list for number. Well, no,
Oh.
we don't need to. That's okay.
Yeah, we know.
Sorry, it's not the number. It's if it doesn't pass 5. What we're going to do is if it doesn't pass the top 10, we'll just leave it like that.
Yeah, we all know that Wim was the top 3, so that's all everyone needs to know.
We all know
Oh.
Green Goblin should have been higher, you know, and Mysterio as well. It's so crazy this list.
I'll put Green Goblin at.
We put
4?
Green Goblin as 4. It's unbelievable.
It's top 5. It's top 5. That's
Ruben, the
it's
fact
not-
that he did. Ruben, the fact he really didn't do anything and he's number 4 says a lot. No, he literally just comes into the universe and just makes a little like.
The fact that he came into the universe says a lot. You have to take account.
you fucked up Peter's whole life.
You have to take into account that the man also did some crazy shit in Spider-Man 1. Okay,
Okay, but that's not okay. We're ranking the villain based off Spider-Man: No Way Home.
but you also have to rank because
No.
Spider-Man
No,
1 is a part of the
that's
MCU now. That's
not how this works.
It's as simple as
Ruben,
that.
if we're ranking all the Marvel movies ever, of course Green Goblin is in the top 3. There is no doubt about that.
Okay,
But the
all right.
fact that he came into this movie has maybe 10 minutes of screen time. And is
Okay.
number 4?
Okay, all right,
That shows how good he actually was in the movie.
all right.
Yeah, why don't you
I
go move your little boxes around? Think about that.
Okay.
Ranking the Marvel movies so far. Here are the top 10. At number 10, we have Ant-Man. Number 9, Captain America: The First Avenger. Number 8, The Avengers. Number 7, Guardians of the Galaxy 1. Number 6, Shang-Chi. Number 5, Spider-Man: Homecoming. Number 4, Spider-Man: Far From Home. Number 3, Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Number 2, Captain America: Civil War. And number 1, here you go, Ruben. All right, Ben. Spider-Man: No Way Home.
The disrespect.
We got there.
The disrespect. You can't even pronounce it correctly. I'm
We
kidding.
got there.
I'm kidding. So,
I am very curious to hear where you would rank it.
no, Christian, where do you rank this movie?
Oh, he's pulling the director card right now, like reverse Uno right now.
Yeah.
Let me check my notes here. Let me check my notes.
Let me check my letterbox real quick. See where I actually have the.
No, I don't do. I haven't done that. I decided to redo the entire list as we progress together. So I don't even check Letterboxd for this.
Good.
I do have my notes app just to kind of center me. I have like a tier.
Don't shame you Ruben, for checking my letterbox.
No.
It's a
no,
very
no,
accurate. It's very accurate.
It's two different things. I'm not shaming you for your letterbox. Okay.
You're shaming Christian for.
I'm
his
also
notes.
not shaming Christian for his notes. What I mean is, like, Christian has like the MCU, and it's weird. I don't know what I mean. You know.
Christian has the MCU. Then where are we having that?
I have
Where's
it.
the money?
I have it. It's mine. I would put it below Guardians of the Galaxy 1,
Okay.
and above Ant-Man. No, above Eternals. No.
No.
Above Age of Ultron for sure. So somewhere between there. Yeah, I would do 12 below Eternals.
Okay.
I think all the other ones are stronger.
Eric.
I can actually agree with that. I was about to say, for me personally, I would put it below Black Widow, but he has a solid point. Like, I think while I enjoy a lot of the moments in Age of Ultron, Guardians 2 is a better movie. I think. I don't know why my voice went up like that. I said movie. But yeah, I think number 12. I think that's a good. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with 12.
Okay.
Not that I wouldn't be okay with it. Just a number. It's arbitrary.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm
you
also gonna go with 12.
Wow.
Just
Consensus.
in the sake of argument, because I know I'm not gonna win. I would have said that this is probably better than Eternals, just because we get, like I've been saying throughout this whole podcast,
Sure.
we get a closer connection to the Guardians. Now I get that Eternals is an introduction movie, but I just didn't feel the connection I felt with the Guardians in this movie.
I understand.
Yeah, I think on a lot of days I would probably even agree with you that I'd probably put it above that too.
But we're gonna stick with 12, right?
Yeah, okay. The two below that are Avengers: Age of Ultron and Black Widow, and the two above Guardians 2 are Eternals and Ant-Man.
All right. So, again,
All great movies.
didn't hit the top 10. It's unfortunate. But it is what it is. What can you do? What can you do?
Electric Boogaloo. Oh, am I closing out the show? How do we do final thoughts? I forgot how to do that.
I mean,
Thank you for Marvel Mondays.
yes, that's exactly what it is. Oh shoot. Well, I'm sorry. How do we close out the show? I don't remember.
Plugs.
There we go. See, this guy's on top of it. Christian, where can people find you?
You can follow me on Tinder in the Portland metropolitan area. Swipe right. Otherwise, on Twitter at ISOChristian, where I share all the things that I do, including my movie podcast, Large Popcorn, bi-weekly shows. We're going to be recording Moonlight this week, live on Twitch. I also do a weekly gaming show every Wednesday at podcast PXN. And then all the stuff I do here for the Penultimate Conquest, including the seafood review that I mentioned at the beginning, top of the show. So
Whoa! Are you just now doing live shows for Large
the movie club is recorded live.
Okay, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Exciting stuff. Sorry,
Mm-hmm.
Eric. Where can people find you?
I will say I was about to say a joke and say actually right the last second the movie club is going to say they're going to do La La Land instead of Moonlight.
That is a funny joke.
So uh yeah, go check out Christian's review of Sifu. It's great. I didn't want to be like spoiled on everything, so I only watched like the first half of it, which is really good.
Fair.
Um, so yes, doing stuff here, Eric C again on Twitter. I am doing this channel's review of Horizon Forbidden West that comes out on Friday. Very excited. So it may take a sec, 'cause like I said, got a kid, so I'm gonna get this review done as quickly as I can.
There's
So
no
it may
rush.
not, yeah, it may not even be till next month. Who knows? But we will have a nice written review for Horizon Forbidden West, and show our new 20-point scale that we've been doing for reviews. And who knows? Maybe one day Nibel will tweet our what Penultimate Conquest
Ooh.
thinks of
Fingers
that.
crossed.
So looking forward to that. We are doing it's been a crazy 2 weeks for me. I got Horizon, Destiny expansion, and Elden Ring all within a calendar week of each other. So
But-
it's insane.
Yeah, but you're not touching any of the other games before you finish Horizon, right?
Oh no, that's right. That's true. I'm gonna finish Horizon first, then I'm gonna do the Witch Queen expansion, then I'm gonna play Elden Ring. So
Okay. All right.
Nice.
Cool.
that's fun.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
You're good.
Okay. We got some stuff in the works for the channel. Some big exciting stuff, I think. Stay tuned for more information on that. I got to talk to some people probably tomorrow, see what's happening with that stuff, I guess. But yes, we are doing our Book of Boba Fett review finally.
So upset I won't be on that.
Again, Eric, you can call in.
Huh?
I just realized that
I
I just found out that, well, the last episode, I just realized that they're saying boba.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah, it's crazy.
episode 5 and 7, 5 to 7, Boba Fett. Good stuff. I like the
Phenomenal.
finale.
I did too.
I even like the weird spinning thing.
Yeah. No, nobody liked that, Eric. Stop. Why are you
Hey,
lying to yourself?
Robert Rodriguez, put that in there, man.
No, nobody liked it, okay? Even Ed Boon was like, what the, why? Why is this, you know?
What is... No, never mind.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. And I don't know if last week we were able to record the Sony acquisition stuff. No?
No, I had computer problems. We were losing like 100 frames so quickly. Yeah, it was very bad. We may have to put that on for another time.
Okay.
So
all right. So
you can do it this week. That's fine.
Okay.
I'm okay with not being on it. It's just we had technical problems that day. So
again, just call in if we got some stuff today. That's all I'm saying. Okay. So we'll probably do that this Wednesday, and then we'll see what happens this week. Yeah, that's all I got.
Excelsior.
Excelsior.